Are you a business owner who wants to blow up your sales this year? Well, I'm going to be sharing how to get testimonial videos from your clients on a consistent basis. This is one of the reasons my company has had so much success is because we do a really, really good job of collecting testimonial videos. But it wasn't always that way. And in this video, I'm going to share specific strategies you can use to collect as many videos as possible so you can increase your sales. Alright guys, if you want some of the best money and business tips around from someone who's been in the game for a decade and has built a multiple six-figure business and whose clients regularly hit six figures in revenue their first year in business, then I need you to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm going to be sharing tips like this every single Monday so you can blow up your business. All right, guys, so if you're a business owner and you haven't started collecting testimonial videos about the awesome results that you're getting for clients, the hell are you waiting for? Here's why you need testimonial videos. And I mentioned this in a previous video I said about the two types of content that you need online in order to increase your sales. And I mentioned testimonial videos as one of the top two. And the reason for that is because buyers and clients have gotten way more savvy. Unfortunately, the marketplace has gotten very competitive, which isn't a bad thing. It just means you need to be on your toes and really know your stuff. That's all that really means. It's not really a bad thing. Welcome to capitalism, right? But what has happened, unfortunately, is that there have been a lot of businesses out there that are scamming people. So the one I hear all the time in my business is, oh, I worked with this coach. I gave them like $9,000 and they ghosted me. Or I worked with this coach. I paid thousands of dollars and they didn't teach me how to do market research. Or I worked with this coach. I paid thousands of dollars and no one actually taught me how to do sales. I hear that stuff all the time, right? So that stuff is going on out there, and the same is true of whatever industry you're in. There are people getting scammed because unfortunately we don't live in a perfect world and it is what it is. What that means is that clients and buyers have gotten more suspicious, and honestly it's with really good reason. So one of the ways to handle that objection, because the suspicion really is just an objection in their mind, is to collect as many testimonial videos as possible and put them out there all the time. I mentioned this in my previous video. I'm like, yo, we got testimonial videos on sales pages, email marketing, Twitter, Facebook. I mean, it is out there all the time. I have gotten clients in my programs, right, because of the amount of testimonial. Like literally yesterday, I got a $2,000 sale off of Instagram, right? So someone like swiped up on Instagram and paid $2,000 for one of my on-demand programs because they saw one of my testimonials in my stories. So you have to do this, okay? People are looking for results. They want to know what kind of results you can actually get people. Now, here's the problem I see with a lot of business owners, and guys, I made this mistake for a really long time too. So sometimes we're so in our businesses, especially when you're like trying to get it off the ground, or maybe you just really love what you do and you're like, you know, I know that when I'm doing stuff I love to do, like creating content, like I lose track of time. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's that. Maybe you're just so accustomed to like, you know, grinding and having your nose to the grindstone. Sometimes we're so like in it that we just forget to check in with a lot of our past clients to see how they're doing and what kind of results they've gotten. I know I did that, right? And it happens to some of my Persuade to Profit clients all the time. So in that program, I actually make them go back to previous clients and interview their previous clients, number one, to help with market research, but number two, to find out, okay, what did you do for these people, right? And one of my clients had not done this, and she found out that she had actually saved one of her clients. She does business finances, so she coaches people, well, business owners, on getting organized with the business finances because she realized that was a huge problem that needed a solution. And I had her go back and talk to her previous clients, and she found out that she saved one of her clients $4,500 a month. Now, she sent me an email. She's like, I had no idea because I just never asked. I need to start shouting this stuff from the rooftops. And I'm like, not only do you need to start shouting that from the rooftops, you need to get her on video and get a testimonial from it coming of her mouth. So these things are really, really powerful. And the biggest mistake is just we forget to check in. Sometimes we make the sale and then that's it. We're so busy hustling, trying to find the new client, we forget about all the old clients. So as a big part of your business strategy, you want to make sure that you're getting those testimonials on a consistent basis. And in this video, I'm going to explain how to get in that habit. And if you're the one person who's going to comment and be like, what if I don't have any paying clients? These strategies, I'm going to got you. Okay. Just stick around until the end because I got you. All right, guys, so step one is to just set a reminder to follow up with all of your paying clients once a month and check in on them and see how they're doing. Now, this should be a regular part of your follow-up and sales process anyway, but for this instance, we're just going to check in and see how things are going. And if they share, oh my God, I got a literary agent. I got one of those emails from one of my clients recently, or I got offered a book deal, or I closed this client, or I was able to close this much. Sometimes I get text messages from them too. When I check in on them, they'll like send me a text. So once I hear, oh my gosh, they've had a huge win, I just ask right then and there, hey, do you want to do a testimonial? We can just do it on Zoom real quick for like 5 minutes. That's all I need from you. What's your availability on Friday? So put it in the calendar to check in with these clients once a month. You can get a whole lot of testimonials that way. All right, guys, so step two is to just record right away. So there have been so many times when I'm in a session or a check-in call with one of my clients and they'll share this like massive win, right? And I say, okay, at the end of our session today, it's going to be an extra 5 minutes because I need you to say that on video. Is that cool with you, right? And then usually they say yes, of course they want to help me because I'm helping them, right? They're getting massive wins, so they want to share it. So we'll do the rest of the session, and then at the end I'll be like, okay, all I need is 5 minutes, right? And then we will get it on video right then and there. So I've gotten tons of testimonial videos that way too. If you guys have been listening to my podcast or you follow me on social media, you're on my email list, you know that like Team Amanda over here, like we don't procrastinate, we don't wait, we see an opportunity, we seize it, end of story, and that's how you start getting in that habit. All right, and step number 3, and this depends on the situation, but it can really work, and I've done it, is let's say you are teaching a group, right? So in my case, we have Persuade to Profit, we have live group coaching calls, and one of your students actually shares a win, right? I'm taking that clip and I am turning that into a testimonial video. Now, you'll probably notice I do have a video on this channel where I legit did that, and it's Adam's testimonial because we were in our final call for Persuade to Profit Live, and he's like, hey, I just want to take a minute to share with you that, you know, you helped me tweak this thing and I closed a $2,800 sale, and I'm dancing and I'm like, woo, that's so awesome. And then I'm like, you know, I'm turning that into a video, right? And he goes, yes, I know. Right? So you actually see Adam's video on my social and on YouTube and on the sales pages. So that's an option as well. Like, boom, I just took that clip and like, it's done. It's out. That same day we had that video going out. All right, now I'm going to answer the question, that's all great, Amanda, but what if I don't have any paying clients? Not a problem. You can still use a lot of these strategies, but there's going to be one tweak. And the thing is that if you literally haven't worked with anybody yet, yeah, you might have to do some free work for a little while just to get those testimonials and get that social proof. Or at the very least, because sometimes when you don't charge for things, well, not sometimes, a lot of times when you don't charge for things, like the client doesn't really show up and do what they're supposed to do, that is a video for another time. So maybe what you could do is do a discounted rate. One of the things that one of my clients did, she'd never worked with anybody before, but she did have a massive social media following. And what she did is the giant program that she created like a little mini version of it, and then she said on her social media, hey, I'm gonna take 5 people on for this mini version for free, and all you have to do is give me a testimonial. So that's something she did. Now, if you're going to do that, you need to put a limit on it. So you're gonna notice that she said 5 people for free. right? That's it. Once these 5 are gone, they're gone. And then she's going to get her 5 testimonials, right? And then she's going to start plastering them all over the place. And then she'll start charging people like for the full program. So if you're in a position where you have nothing or you haven't worked with anybody, that is a way to go do it. Another way of doing it is maybe you haven't worked with someone on an official capacity, like they paid you, but if you're a coach or a consultant, or if you just love what you do, I'm willing to bet money on the fact that you've probably helped people for free already without even realizing it. So go find those people and get them to give you a testimonial on how it is that you actually helped them. So that would be a way of doing it without having to give anything away for free because you already did it. So, and again, a lot of these same strategies work. So let's say you've got your mini version of a service or offering just to get testimonials. Then while you're executing that, just use the same strategies I already talked about in this video because they would work for that as well. So no paying clients, no problem. All right, guys, so that's it. Just 3 simple strategies to make sure that you are getting testimonial videos on a consistent basis. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these strategies are you going to implement this week? Let me know in the comments below. And I always have a free gift for you guys. So this week's free gift for you is a workflow calendar. So once you've got these testimonial videos going, then you kind of need to put them out on a really consistent basis. So you got to get the raw video, then you got to edit it, and then you got to start putting it out there very consistently. So what I'm giving away is actually our podcasting workflow worksheet, because it's basically our editorial calendar and process, and it would help you kind of build a calendar out and a workflow for actually getting this content and then putting it out there on a regular basis. So if you want in on that, I'm going to leave the link up here. It's also going to be in the description below. And as always, guys, if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, leave us a comment below. Really helps us with the algorithm. It'll do us a solid. Thank you in advance. If you want to be notified when these types of videos come out, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because we've got new videos with tips coming out every single week. And if you know anybody who could use this information to blow up their business in 2020, then make sure to share this video with them.